Hello everyone, Deb Rink here, also known as The Whole Drink. So I am here today to tell you about the biggest insight of my life that changed me in the biggest way that I remember to date. So a little background for you. I grew up very attached to my mom. And when I would get in relationships, I would continue that kind of attachment. I had a couple of marriages, and they didn't last. I would say there was a lot of unhealthy things going on in relationships with me from my past. So, but one of the things was having a slight bit, not a major case, but a slight bit of codependency. So here I am in this marriage, and I get out of it, and the group of people that helped me get out of this marriage and move out of the house and stuff, there was one man in particular that kind of took a shining to me. And after many months, I reciprocated, I guess. So I didn't really have a whole lot of time to myself because, we were always doing things together as a group and all this stuff. I didn't go spend time with myself during that period of time. And so I get into another relationship with this man. And then this one starts getting confusing. Oh, surprise. If you don't spend time with yourself after something bad happens, like a loss happens, like a breakup or losing a job or something like that, then it's very difficult to carry on in a healthier way. Take the time to heal. That's lesson number 1. Lesson number 2 is my biggest insight. So in the confusion of this relationship that I was in, I got frustrated one night. I start looking on the computer, and I buy a plane ticket to a beach for the next morning. It was like 8 o'clock at night. I buy the plane ticket for the next day, leaving at maybe noon, I think I left, and arriving at the beach around 5 o'clock. I was lucky enough to find a place for my dog to stay the next morning and get to the beach. Oh. So there I am at the beach. I'm like, dang it, I know the mistake I made. I need to spend time with myself. I need to heal. So here I am at the beach to heal, because that is my place of healing. I love healing at the beach. It works quickly for me, and it's my happy place. So first day I'm out there, I get in some beach chairs, and I'm just laying in the sun. And I get up and I start going for a walk on the beach. About 10 steps in, I had a dead stop, and tears start rolling down my face. Tears of joy. I mean, pure joy. I had just found my freedom from codependency in that moment. I found freedom. I got up and I went for a walk. I didn't have to check in with anybody. I didn't even want to check in with anybody. I didn't even feel the need to have anyone there with me. I was with myself. That's the biggest part of the insight. I found out I love being with myself in that moment in time. It hit me in that moment in time. So why did getting up and going for a walk become my biggest insight? Because when I stopped after 10 steps and I looked back at the chair, I'm like, that's my place in the beach. This is where I'm sitting. I am having the best day of my life with myself. And that was the very first time I ever said that to myself in my life. I can't tell this story without getting a little choked up. It's huge for me. And anyone out there who has any even minor codependency issues or attachments to people, you know what I'm talking about. So the key to this, once it happened, once I realized how much I enjoy being with myself, I've never gone back. I've never had a moment, not even a moment, where I thought, man, I need somebody with me. I need people. Now, this has been 12 years ago that happened. 12 years ago. I've dated people. I've had 1 or 2 boyfriends in 12 years. And I have done a whole lot of going out with myself. I've taken myself to dinners. I've traveled with myself. I've traveled with my dogs. I have. I've lived with myself. I've done everything with myself in the last 12 years. And I have to say, I really, really love this version of me. This authentic version of me here is my authentic self. In a codependent state, like I was in before, I wasn't my authentic self. I was not able to express me, my true me. It was more fear state. It wasn't just freedom and love of life. Now, getting up and going for a walk helped me become aware of how much I love myself. I hope you enjoyed this story. I hope you get something from it. It's a huge thing to change from any amount of codependency to not having it. And it happened for me, and it can happen for you too. So I'm here as living proof. If you want to talk more, give me a shout. And I'm going to sign out now. Thanks everyone for listening. Always. Deb Rink, the whole drink.